Hello. Today we're going to speak about the geographical position of the USA. Well, the United States is a country in the Western Hemisphere, as you can see on the map. It consists of 50 states. The fact is that it has 48 contiguous states in North America. Contiguous states, it means the states which have the same borders, which share the borders of the neighboring states, or which have touching borders. And also Alaska and Hawaii. There are several United States territories which are situated in the Pacific and in the Caribbean. Here on the map you can see all the 50 states of the USA. Pay attention to the map and pay attention to the borders of the states of the USA. It's really interesting fact. As you can see, the borders are straight lines, and you can see just the borders look like corners. It's a unique situation. Not all the countries of the world have this. I believe it is only the USA. Well, first of all, we'll speak about the symbols of the USA. The first symbol of the USA is the American flag. American flag is often called the stars and the stripes. Why it is so called? Because you can see on the map 50 stars, because the number of states, as it has already been mentioned above, 50. And stripes. Here on the flag you can see 13 stripes, and 13 stripes are because one stripe was for each of the first 13 colonies of the United States. I believe, as you know, the story of the history of the USA began with the first 13 colonies, which later turned into 13 states. The next symbol of the USA is the American eagle. The eagle became the official national symbol of the United States in 1782. You can not only see the eagle, but also two more symbols connected with the eagle. You can see the eagle holds an olive branch and arrows. Olive branch mean a symbol of peace, while the arrows are symbols of strength. One more symbol of the United States is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was presented by France to America in 1884, and this present was a symbol of friendship between these two countries. The Statue of Liberty is situated in New York on Liberty Island. If we speak about the United States, this term United States, when it is used in geographical sense, it means the continental United States, as you can see this in the map, Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands of the United States. The country shares land borders with Canada in the north and Mexico in the south, and also maritime or water borders with Russia, Cuba, and the Bahamas. The USA is washed by the Pacific Ocean, by the Atlantic Ocean, and by the Gulf of Mexico. By the Pacific Ocean in the west, by the Atlantic Ocean in the east, and by the Gulf of Mexico in the south. If we speak about Alaska, it is washed by the Bering Strait and the Arctic Ocean, and the Hawaii washed by the Pacific Ocean. As you remember, the United States of America is a country which consists of 50 states, but 48 states are contiguous states. So these are the states the borders of which touch each other. So this group of 48 states in the single region between Canada and Mexico is referred to the Lower 48. Alaska is separated from the Lower 48 by Canada. The state of Hawaii is an archipelago in the Pacific Ocean, and the capital city, Washington District of Columbia, or Washington, D.C., is a federal district located on land donated by the state of Maryland. The land area of Lower 48 is approximately 7,700,000 square kilometers. Alaska is the largest state at 1,480,000 square kilometers. Hawaii has just over 16,000 square kilometers. The United States is the world's third largest country, ranking behind Russia and Canada and just above or below China. As you can see, looking at the map, the USA has two harbor indented coasts. It has well-watered coastal plains, two great mountain ranges, we'll speak about them a bit later, an arable plain, arable means suitable for growing vegetables, fruits, and so on, interconnected and navigable rivers, and the southerly deserts. The territory of the United States can be separated into several parts. So if we speak about the eastern United States, about the eastern part of the United States, we can see here the Atlantic and Gulf shores, the Florida Peninsula, Piedmont, the Appalachian Mountains, and this is one of the two greatest mountain ranges in the USA. The Great Lakes. The Great Lakes consist of 5 Great Lakes, and their names are Lake Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario. The next part of the USA is so-called the southeast of the United States. The southeast of the United States is characterized by subtropical forest, mangrove wetlands in Florida, by the Mississippi River with its 2 tributaries, the Ohio River and the Tennessee River. Tributary, this is a river flowing into a largest river. In the southeast of the United States, you can also find rolling hills and productive farmland. The territory of the Great Plains, you can see this just in the center of North America. It is an agricultural part of the USA, but it also has the Rocky Mountains. It is the second greatest mountain chain in the USA. This territory stretches from Canada to Mexico. It is also can be said that it is the highest region of the United States because its tallest peak is Mount Elbert. It is 4,400 meters. And there is also one more territory of the United States. This is Intermountain West. Intermountain West is characterized by, you can see here and find here, the Cascade Range, the Sierra Nevada. These are mountain peaks, and the highest point here is Mount Whitney, which is 4,421 meters. The Pacific Coast Ranges are also here. The tallest trees in the world are situated in this part, can be found in this part of USA, in Intermountain West, in the Redwoods. And the Mojave Desert is also here. As we have already spoke above, in the USA, you can find 2 great mountain ranges. The first great mountain range is the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains stretch from Alaska down almost to the south of the country. The second great mountain range is the Appalachians, which are in the east and run from north to south. The highest mountains are the Rocky Mountains, the Cordillera, and the Sierra Nevada. The highest peak is Mount McKinley, which is located in Alaska. If we speak about the geographical features of the USA, we should also mention such thing as the Grand Canyon. It is a unique place on our planet Earth. The Colorado River formed the Grand Canyon over millions of years. The canyon is 1 mile deep and 200 miles. It is 320 kilometers long. If we look at the map of the climate zones of the continental United States, we can see that all kinds of climates can be found on the territory of the United States. It happens because, as you understand, the USA has the third largest territory in the world. You remember this? It was mentioned above. It is the third after Russia, Canada, and it is just a little bit above or a little bit behind China. So, on the territory of the United States, of the continental territory of the United States, all kinds of climate, all climatic zones can be found. If we speak about the climate, we should also mention such thing as natural disasters. On the territory of the United States, there are a lot of them. The first one is drought. The Dust Bowl, which was from 1931 to 1942, it was the situation when the entire regions were virtually depopulated, and dust storms ravaged the land. Ravaged, this is seriously damaged. On the territory of the United States, there are also thunderstorms and tornado outbreaks. About 1,000 tornadoes occur on the territory of the USA every year. The strip of land from Texas to Kansas and east into Tennessee is known as Tornado Alley. There are also a lot of hurricanes. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th. The Galveston hurricane of 1900, Hurricane Andrew in 1992, and Hurricane Katrina in 2005. These are the greatest hurricanes in the history of the United States. The United States, or the territory of the United States, also suffers from floodings, from earthquakes, from tsunamis, which usually occur around Pacific Basin. It also suffers from mudslides, especially in California, and forest fires. They also usually happen in California in summer. When we speak about the geography of the USA, we should also mention its ecology. The US ecology is considered megadiverse. Megadiverse, it means that it is very, very rich. It is very rich because here on the territory of the US, people can find 400 mammal species, 750 bird species, 500 reptile and amphibian species, and 91,000 insect species. There is also such thing in the USA as well as in other countries. These are national parks. But if we speak about the USA, you remember it has a very vast territory. That's why there are 58 national parks and hundreds of other federally managed parks, forest and wilderness areas. In the USA, there is a national park system, so all the parks are included into this organization. So, National Park System includes national historical parks and sites, national battlefields and military parks, national memorials, and some national monuments. Delaware is the only state without a unit of the national park system. So, looking at the map, you can see that there are a great number of national parks of different kinds, and it is really unique that only one state doesn't have any thing from national park system. And on this map of the USA, you can see the names of some of the national parks. For example, Yosemite National Park, Rocky Mountain National Park, Joshua Tree National Park, Grand Canyon National Park, Lake Michigan National Park, and so on and so forth. There are a great number of parks here. There is a great number of parks here, and you can see that they are situated on all the territory of the United States. And this is really great. Speaking about the political division of the USA, we have already mentioned that the United States, it is a federal union of 50 states. The original 13 states were the successors of the 13 colonies that rebelled against British rule. The United States also possesses 5 major overseas territories: Puerto Rico and the United States Virgin Islands in the Caribbean, and American Samoa, Guam, and the Northern Mariana Islands in the Pacific. So here on the map of the USA, you can see all the names of the states of the USA with their capitals. You can see what is the country washed by. You can find here all the territories of the USA, both continental and maritime water territories, which are situated in water, which have water borders with the USA. So after looking at this map, I would like you also to watch a video. It will be a funny song about the names of all the states of the USA with the names of their capitals. After watching this, you will have a task on the geographical position of the USA.